for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Were you up at 4 a.m. this morning?
I was not up at 4 a.m.
Good
this morning.
for you.
I got up at 6 this morning.
You've got to save some energy for the ski runs throughout the day. You don't want to be too early. In my hand is a Shawnee Peak lift ticket. Over by my side is a telephone. We may be doing something with these in the next few minutes, so stay tuned for that. But first, let's talk about big news over at Shawnee Peak. First of all, ski conditions. You guys are
ski conditions are awesome. Great. We're skiing like wall to wall. There's 38 of our trails are open. We've got 2 of our glades are not open just because a couple of gnarly little ledges. That's it, though. You can pretty much pick your way around the mountain right now. It's pretty awesome.
Very nice. And I know you guys were like on fire on Facebook yesterday. My wife was saying, have you seen all these aerial photos? Not aerial from the sky, but looking up at people flying through the air at Shawnee Peak. What was that all about?
That is our big airbag. We actually own a big airbag that we are skiing on every single day of vacation week from 11 till 2, and it's you can huck yourself into the bag, either skiing or snowboarding. It's you go off an 8-foot kicker.
Yeah.
Into this like 39 by 46 foot inflatable cushion, so that it's a stunt bag where you're learning tricks, learning to land tricks, and then without the fear. And we've started tubing into it, and the tubing has become like this crazy phenomenon where you'll be sitting there, and we do the switch over at 2 o'clock. The groomer comes out and he builds this trench down the middle, and the tubes come out, and everybody at the bar, you can literally hear the first hit of the day, because they'll be sitting there like looking at the mountain, and all of a sudden you hear, oh wow, because you get massive air off this thing.
I thought some of the pictures had tubes in them. I wasn't going to bring it up in case that was frowned upon and someone actually poached a tube in there somehow. But you're tubing into the airbag. We are tubing into the airbag. We started messing around with it late night, a lot of the employees, just like, this would be fun, because not everyone wants to throw themselves into the bag on skis, but basically as long as you're 42 inches or taller, you can tube into the bag, and this trench holds you clearly in place, so you don't have to steer, you just get on and go. Because I'd be worried I'd hit the one spot the airbag doesn't cover.
Yeah, no, you can't not land in the airbag, and we had a bunch of folk actually over from North Conway last night, so that's, I'm sure, what your wife was seeing on Facebook everywhere, but it's, you have to have a helmet, you have to sign a liability. And everyone's kind of like, why? It's tubing, but it's...
And an insurance policy that gives everything you own to Shawnee Peak.
Yes, everything. We own you if you want to go down the tube. But it's crazy and exciting and freaky and everything rolled into one.
And it almost makes sense. I would want to go just to watch it, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Just to...
Oh, yeah. And it's different when you're standing down at the base lodge because you just see the air. And then if you get up close to it, you kind of get more of a feel for what it's for, and it actually doesn't look as scary when you're right next to it, unless you're standing in line going to take your run, because you're thinking about like, but no, it's a really good time.
And it's an airbag, so
yeah. And so people are kind of confused a little bit by the airbag, but you hit it and it deflates, and you just scoot off, and then it reinflates.
So the tubing starts at 2 o'clock.
There's a.
I can't.
Oh, there, yeah. They've got
we're
it on
looking
the
at
screen right now.
And that, of course, is skiers.
That's skiers. That's actually Super Hits, which is going to happen again today. That's kids just doing tricks into it. Some of them are really great at it. We've got a couple of twins. They're 9 years old, and they can do all kinds of crazy things into that bag.
So that you can do that today until 2, and then at 2 it turns completely over to tubing?
Turns completely over to tubing.
Very fun. Now you guys you're known for your night skiing. Do you have night skiing all week?
We do. It's vacation week, so we are open till at least 9 o'clock. Saturdays and Fridays we're open till 10, but all night, like all week through, not all night.
And how does that work? Can you, when do night tickets go on sale? And
night tickets go on sale at 4 o'clock. They last obviously through, but if you come in the morning and say I'm like mom and got all my kids and I'm purchasing tickets, those last through the entire day.
Really?
So a lot of people kind of don't understand that, but you buy a ticket in the morning and you're there until close. So it's a lot of skiing from 8:30 till 10. Good luck to you.
Well, in case you need a rest, you have Blizzard's Pub.
We do.
And I understand you have a big act coming tomorrow?
Yes, we have Bob Marley coming. So he's coming and doing a couple of shows actually it's a fundraiser for our adaptive program.
Nice.
Great guy. He's actually a Shawnee Peak skier. And he's going to do the 2 different shows. It's $20. There are are still a few tickets left for the 8:30 show. They've been selling like hotcakes, so I expect that we won't have many after today.
Funny guy.
Yes.
It's very Maine-centric comedy, but I think everybody in New England can kind of relate to him.
Yeah, when I first arrived in the States, I was kind of like, what is this guy? Like, I didn't understand the jokes.
He gave you your initiation to Maine culture, yeah.
And now it's like, oh, okay, I get what he's talking about. So yeah,
you didn't know what a lobster was.
Yeah. Some of the accents and stuff I am well ingrained with now. So
very nice. Speaking of accents, you're not from the area originally.
No, I am not from the area originally.
You're from?
I am from New Zealand.
You should bone up on your New Zealand facts and history right now, because there may be a related question coming up.
That would be wise.
For this Shawnee Peak ticket.
Very wise.
Just sitting there glowing on the table. So what haven't we hit on? Great skiing.
Great skiing.
Tubing into a bag. Bob Marley.
Open at nights. We do have a really good deal for families all vacation week. A family of 4 gets to ski for $186.
Wow.
One of them has to be a junior, so 6 through 12. So 3 adults, one little person, skiing for $186. So that's pretty cool.
Very nice. I think we're looking at ShawneePeak.com.
There they are.
And you guys have a great location. You're just about 30 minutes from North Conway or so,
Not even.
right?
It's about 25.
25?
25 door to door. Yep.
And
that's not a marketing term. That's actually a real term.
It's beautiful too, because you're right there, towering over a lake. Is it Moose Pond?
It's Moose Pond.
Moose Pond.
Yeah, Moose Pond with a causeway going through it, so you get to drive through the lake, which is kind of a cool experience.
And it's cool to drive through at dusk when the mountains lit up and the sunset sky. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty. Very pretty. Oh, other thing, Thursday, Family Day. So that's a day really geared towards the families with little kids. All kinds of activities going on that day. Is completely free. Scavenger hunts, poker runs, kids crafts, tugs of war, snow sculpting, you name it, it's there for the kids. So that's a really fun day.
And Shawnee Peak, known as a family mountain, but you guys have some great terrain as well. You have some really good runs.
We do.
So if you're a intermediate to expert skier, you will find plenty there as well.
Mike Chris skis every single weekend and just about every opportunity that he can, like 40 plus days, and he's out there, always finding new fun stuff.
Good for him. Make this the winter. You ski Shawnee Peak, just 25 minutes from North Conway. A lot of fun and great value.
Yep, absolutely.
So why don't we give away a ticket right now? We're going to make one family very happy. This is going to introduce you to Shawnee Peak Ski Area in Bridgeton, Maine. Call this number right now, 603-356-6619. We are live and local, and anybody can win as long as you or someone in your family hasn't won anything in the last 30 days. We're going to use our own question. Is that okay, Hans? We got our own question here. 603-356-6619. The phones are ringing. You go ahead.
Okay, so the official question for today is the official bird of New Zealand.
The official bird of New Zealand. Yep. Everybody should know. I know it's common knowledge.
Well, as long as you know New Zealand, yeah.
When I was in grammar school through high school, every year this was reinforced. We had to know this.
You did?
Yeah. It was just New Zealand, though.
Okay.
Good morning, Watch and Win. What's your answer?
Dodo bird?
Is it the dodo bird?
It's not the dodo bird.
Not the dodo bird. And that's not even really a good guess. What country would adopt the dodo? First of all, it's not smart enough to survive. Second of all, it's... Watch and Win, what's your answer?
Cocoa bird.
The cocoa bird?
Kookaburra.
The cuckoo.
No, that's Australia. That's Australia.
Good guess, but please try again.
Yeah.
I just read about that bird. The kookaburra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very Australian.
I actually lived in Australia for a little while, and you can ball up little pieces of meat, and they come and they take it out of your hand. It's quite scary because they're kind of big.
And then they'll wage war against the New Zealand national bird. So not the kookaburra, not the dodo bird, looking for the national bird of New Zealand for a lift ticket to Shawnee Peak. Good morning, what's your answer?
The kiwi?
Yes, well done.
Yes, and it gets confusing because the people there are also called kiwis.
We are called kiwis, and that is not offensive. People always ask me that.
And do you guys grow lots of kiwis?
We do, yep.
So if you go to New Zealand, you can't go wrong just saying kiwi all the time.
Kiwi, just say it.
If all else fails, just say kiwi and you're bound to be accurate. Who is this?
What?
And where are you calling from?
Up in, where are we?
Up in Bartlett. When you're not in Bartlett, where are you from?
Medford.
from Medford, Massachusetts.
Nice.
Well, thank you for staying up here in the White Mountains, spending your...
My husband used to live in New Zealand.
Excellent. Whereabouts?
Auckland.
Nice.
Very nice. So you cheated, and now you're disqualified. No. Stay on the line. We're going to get your information and tell you how to claim your prize. And that's how we play Watch and Win. We actually have one more coming up, so don't go away. But first, we have to say goodbye to Rachel. Bye, Rachel.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back with more on